Hello guys and welcome back to Dance Moms, and today we're on season 2 episode 2, which I've been told by the title is the return of the candy apples, which means that she who must not be named is returning for this episode, and I'm very excited. But as you can see in the background, let me just move out the way. There is a pyramid. I have done my own pyramid ranking for this episode, which we will get into in a second. But before we do, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying and liking the content. Other than that, big love to you all, and let's get into the video, shall we?
You must stand on one leg, like a flamingo.
Your leg may not touch the ground.
So does it start when I lift up?
Starts when you lift your leg.
Okay.
So, we are going to talk about the pyramid. Now, I'm hoping that you're able to see it. I might have to zoom in on sections. But this is the bottom row of the pyramid. If they're there, it's because I haven't been able to place them any higher, or they're there for bad behaviour. And there are a couple of people there for bad behaviour in this episode. So, our first person is Melissa. Melissa, you're on the bottom of the pyramid. Yes, I'm putting the parents on the pyramid, but she absolutely snaked Christy and Kelly in the last episode, and I was not happy with that. Next up, we have Jill. Jill is on the bottom of the pyramid because I just feel like she's on probation. We haven't had a lot of time to get to know her, and therefore she's sitting on the bottom of the pyramid. Next up, we have Kelly. Kelly didn't do much in the last episode, I'll be 100% honest. Therefore, she is on the bottom of the pyramid. Big love to her though. Next up, we have Kendall. Again, she is on probation. She has not done anything yet. So I'm waiting to see something from her that makes me go, ooh, let me move you up the board. Next up, we have Paige. Sadly, Paige is on the bottom of the pyramid for this episode, but mainly because she didn't have anything to do in the first episode. Like, actually, she had absolutely nothing to do. Next up, we have Brooke. Brooke is up there because I felt sorry for her in that moment where Abby was shouting at her because they'd run over rehearsals and she wanted to go to the football game. So she is slightly moved up the pyramid. Next up, we have Christy. There was a couple of amazing comments in the last episode. We had Weight Watchers, that whole palaver. We had a couple of really funny ones to do with Jill. But yeah, she's on the second rung of the pyramid. Next up. Oh god, I just ripped Maddie off the wall. Next up, we have Maddie. Maddie did a good job last week. I felt like her dance was really good. She did win, but there was just something a little bit missing from her dance, and I wanted to see something a little bit more powerful, I guess. Next up, we have Nia. We have Nia. Nia is an icon. I felt she was very mature in the last episode. She danced a good dance, even though the choreography was a bit... But, yeah, very impressed, and I just thought she did a good job. On the second row, we have Holly. Holly deserves all the medals in the world because the way she dealt with Abby in that last episode, she wasn't even there for most of it, and she was just a queen. So I gotta rate her there. We have Chloe. Chloe danced the best last week. I was really impressed with her. She had amazing moments in the episode, so she deserves to be on the second rung. But that means, oh my god, is that Mackenzie up the top? Is Mackenzie on the top of the pyramid? Huh, I wonder why. Maybe that's because she's an absolute icon, and the way she did her sassy walk in Sassy Girls was incredible, and was the only thing that was like, wow about that dance. Well done, Mackenzie. You're on the top of the pyramid. Congratulations. Right, now that pyramid is over, let's get into the episode, shall we?
Let's go! All in all, I would call North Carolina mediocre. They were cute, the costumes were adorable, they were sloppy.
Abby, they won their competition. They came first. Like, what more do you want them to do? They quite practically could have been more perfect and it would not have mattered. They still would have won. So, I don't understand what your problem is right now.
Kendall, you did your solo? Scared to death. That face was not an Abby Lee Miller face, that's for certain.
Well, Abby, that was her first time.
Shh, we don't get to talk.
Jill didn't get the memo that they just have to stand there and let their children get abused from Abby. Jill was like, and Abby went, nah. Shush your mouth. Quiet. I feel like Jill is going to be a massive, massive problem.
You know who lives in Ohio?
Candy apples!
Chloe was very clearly briefed by producers about what this week was going to entail. Like, if you just told me Columbus, Ohio, I'd be like, oh, that's nice.
Competition?
Kathy. Surprise! She's like a cold sore that just keeps coming back like, I'm here.
A cold sore. Again, I was debating whether to put Kathy on the board as well, but I've been told that she doesn't show up frequently enough for me to actually rank her. Kathy's a crazy one. I don't know what was happening in the last episode. She kept on popping up and spooking me, but she hasn't done it recently, so let's hope that everything is okay on that front.
You were on probation. That means that I am watching you like a hawk. Do you understand me?
I'm watching you, Kendall. I am watching your every move. It's just a little bit creepy, I won't lie. Like, she just jars me a little bit when she's talking about, like, I am watching your every single move. And I think, actually...
That's not a young adult. Paige, you did a nice job this weekend. Then on the bus coming home, we told you to sit down 32 times.
It's like, how can I find the smallest things that could possibly put the Highland girls on the bottom? How far is it to drive from North Carolina to Pittsburgh? It is a 16-hour journey from Pittsburgh to North Carolina. 16 hours. So if she was asked to sit down 32 times in 16 hours, that is twice an hour. That is not that much. Get over yourself, Abby.
Every single one of them were playing on the bus.
Right. She's your
I
daughter.
yell at them too. No matter what I do, my kids are always going to be at the bottom of the pyramid.
It actually is ridiculous. Like, what do you mean you sat there and you counted the number of times she was asked to sit down? It is not your place. It is the mum's place to discipline the child, not you. You are but a dance teacher. I'm sorry. You're not their parent.
And at the top of the pyramid is Maddie. You did a great job. I've seen you dance better.
I actually just like, what can Chloe do to get on top of that pyramid? Because I feel like Maddie has been on the top of the pyramid consistently every single week, bar like 2 weeks. And it's just like, again, I just want to say this to everybody listening because I had a couple of comments. I do not dislike or hate or send hate towards any of these children. What I object to is the treatment of these children and how some are glorified and some are vilified in the pursuit of entertainment, let's just put it that way. Maddie is just as good a dancer as Chloe is, but yet Maddie gets glorified and Chloe almost gets vilified because she's the jealous one.
We have the rat, we have the snood.
I'm not putting a rat in my hair. And a snood? What's a snood?
Honestly, Mackenzie asking the questions that we're all thinking, because what the fuck is a snood? Is that like, isn't that one of those like a snoodie where it's like a hood?
When you go on stage for that competition, you better be on fire. Brooke?
On fire? I feel like that is a safety hazard. I feel like you cannot set these kids on fire and send them out on stage to dance. But I don't think you want screaming children on stage doing a dance while they're on fire. I feel like that's a step too far, Abby.
I want you to make applesauce out of that kid.
I feel like this has gotten a little bit brutal. What do you mean make applesauce out of them? I'm fairly certain you can't make applesauce out of human beings. And if you could, that would be cannibalism.
Freak that kid out. I want that kid in tears before she ever steps on that stage.
You can't advocate for children making other children cry just so they're put off on a dance competition. It's so not that deep. It really isn't. Oh my god. This is so incredibly crazy. I actually can't get over this.
Squish them. All right, moms, you're dismissed. Girls, spread apart. Let's warm up and start doing the number. Let's go.
Wait, so Brooke's the only one that's getting a solo this week? Are Maddie and Chloe going to be getting solos? Or is it literally just Brooke?
Yeah, you never know. I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't think she'd be on the bottom.
Well, where else was she going to be? She wasn't going to be above Nia, Chloe, or like Maddie, because they've been here the whole time. At least my version has the bottom and then the bottom plus. You see what I mean? It's so ridiculous that they all care so much about this pyramid, because like you can tell that the kids give zero fucks, and then Kendall's come in and been like, oh, I actually do care about the pyramid placement, and the rest of the kids are like, really? Because we know that we're only there because our mums misbehaved last week.
Kendall absolutely should be on the bottom of that pyramid. I think Kendall should take a permanent residency at the bottom of the pyramid. We've been dealing with this one for a long time.
Christy, that was not very nice. What do you mean? She could take up residency at the bottom of the pyramid? To be fair, I can't see Kendall making it off of the bottom for a while. Like, I can't see it happening at all.
Big, little.
Abby, they looked the same. Abby, they quite literally looked the same. Let's run it back, shall we?
Big, little.
Okay, there was a little bit of a difference. She was extending her arms in the big one. I had to look at the elbow to work out, was her elbow flexed or was it like bent? And it was flexed and then bent. So it's all right. I'll let you off, Abby. I'll let you off for this once.
3 days, she learned a solo. They switched the music the night before.
That's what we do every week. My kid still has no music.
Jill actually just has no idea what she's gotten herself into. These mums are just so used to the fuckery that goes on around this place. Like the absolute monumental, horrific nature of this show. The fact that, what do you mean they're changing the music the night before the show? But they do it. And they just get on with it, and their children just get on with it, and they perform. But suddenly, it's a problem for Jill.
I don't think it's fair for her to put the new kid who did a solo and did well at the bottom of the pyramid.
Oh my god, suck it up and just take it, please. It is not the end of the world. If it was, there would be hellfire raining down. There would be cracks on the street opening up to lava spewing out. Like, that's the end of the world. Kendall being on the bottom of the pyramid is not.
Mia, Chloe, or Maddie have to be bumped down in order for it to be okay, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
That's what I'm hearing.
So, one of our children need to be bumped down in order for your child to feel like she's what? Worthy? Because she's here. She's worthy. I'm sorry, but she is. I don't know why I did that entire thing in an American accent when that was actually just me talking. It started off as an imitation, and then it kind of descended into my own thoughts, and I was stuck in the American accent, and now I don't know what's real and what's false. Am I in the Matrix? Like, what's going on here?
You sit back, you pay your dues, and then you get to the top. Like, I don't think you can come in here expecting to be like, boom, I'm at the top because I say so.
I agree, Christy. It's very rare that I don't agree with you. But sometimes you just make good points and I can't help but say yes. I think Jill just has unreasonable expectations of what this would actually give from a situation. That was the worst word salad sentence that I've ever made in my whole life. How are you getting so competitive over where your child places on a pyramid? A pyramid that means nothing to anybody but Abby.
I suggested that Jill go down and talk to Abby because I think everyone needs a little initiation when you join our group. And the best way to get that is to go right in there and tell Abby Miller how you feel.
The snakiness. Yeah. Christy, you're moving up. Even though that looks really ugly now.
She spends thousands of dollars on competition entrance fees when she should have been spending all that money on technique classes.
Abby! That was brutal and gutting. Damn! Technique classes.
Counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and look at her feet, they're not even together. Look at her feet, they're still not together.
I do hate that Abby just rats the kids out in front of the mums. Whenever the mums are like, oh, like, what do you need to do? And they're like, look at your child. Your child is doing this wrong. She's doing this wrong. I mean, look at her. She's still doing it wrong. It's just so toxic and nasty. But, like, I don't expect anything less from Abby Lee Miller, let's be honest.
She will sink or she will swim.
And I'm counting on you.
Right. Just
and
like,
I have faith
just
in
like
you. And
you're
my
going to pay a
trust
lot of
is
money
in
to
you.
go to Harvard. Someone's going to be the valedictorian, and thousands of other people aren't.
You know what? I gotta say, Abby had a point with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you pay thousands. It doesn't matter how much you pay. It's about talent at the end of the day. It's about how good you are. And if you're just not up to scratch, sorry, bottom of the pyramid for you.
When the dance moms from Abbey Lee Dance Center see us, they are going to be blown away.
I made the same joke last time, but they're going to be blown away by how bad you are. Yes, I'm recycling jokes. Yes, I am saying the same thing in multiple episodes. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You're going to watch these episodes regardless. You're not going to click off this video. No, don't actually click off this video. Please don't. Please. I promise I'll behave. I promise. Okay? I promise.
I have a book from a competition from a few years ago.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Because I keep my books.
Oh, this is about to get juicy. Juicy. I think that's how you spell juicy. Yep. I'm sure editing Ethan will tell me whether I'm wrong or not. I've heard some comments from public relations Ethan. Public relations Ethan has told editing Ethan that he needs to tone down what he's doing and not make recording Ethan look so muggy. Because sometimes, like, recording Ethan, I'll watch it back. Editing Ethan, what did you do to me? I'm sorry. What have I done to you? But, like, sometimes you just can't do it. Sometimes you just can't.
Jill never remembered our girls beating her daughter. I remember.
That is so toxic, but I love it. I love it, Christy. I love the fact that you've got the receipts out and you're like, yep, bingo bongo. Here you go. Here's the proof that our children beat your children.
I think there's more to Jill's story than meets the eye. I think that we all need to do a little digging and find out why she's a studio hopper.
Yes, do some research. What are they going to do? Like, hire private investigators to try and work out where she comes from? Is this going to turn into like CSI Dance Mums or something? And next week on CSI Dance Mums, we have Christy and Kelly uncover a very dangerous secret that Jill's been hiding. Tune in at 8/7 Central on ABC.
As you know, we've just added the Abbey Lee Dance Company as part of our repertoire of enemies.
Wait, what do you mean repertoire of enemies? How many enemies have you got, Kathy? How many enemies? Like, have you got like a little flick through book of all the different dance teachers that you've pissed off over the years because you wanted your little Vivi to have the best education that you clearly can't afford her?
Brooke over here, I think her forte is like laying on the floor and then crawling around on her neck.
I feel like that is trivializing what she actually does. I'll be honest. I feel like that is really, really trivializing. Because, like, I'm sorry, could you do that? Because I know I couldn't without snapping my neck and ending my life.
Don't be sitting over here sleeping. You gotta dance like you want a puppy. You gotta earn your puppy.
Wait, she's bribing Vivi with a puppy if she dances.
Yes, now's the time to earn our puppy. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Okay.
Not her hurting her own child. Oh, Kathy, you're in the mud. You're just in a little bit of a messy time right now, honestly. Oh, God. How horrendous. Oh, L's all round. L.
Oh my God, I did that?
Yeah. I cut my finger on my mom's wing. I hope I can still dance.
I should have got Vivi's picture up on here. Because she'd have been consistently at the top because every time she has a confessional, it is the funniest thing ever. She's like, I cut my finger on my mum's ring. I hope I can still dance. Like, you actually can't make it up. That might be the funniest thing I've heard on this show in a long time.
Plie when you land! Turn out! Turn out!
If I could get £1 for every single time I heard plie when you land at university, I would be a thousandaire. Honestly, must have heard it 1,000 times. Because when I'm landing, the last thing I'm thinking about is plieing into my land. I'm just landing, okay? I'm just landing. That's why I wasn't great at ballet, I'll be honest. What? My brain can't hack this. It can't. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Oh my God, I know what I wanted to show you. I was going through Chloe's shelf and I found the book from the competition that we were talking about.
Oh, which one? Oh,
the one that we were saying, yeah, and I have all the scores written down from that competition.
And Jill's sitting there going, oh, fuck. oh, fuck, I've screwed it up. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know why she's from EastEnders now, but she is. I feel like Jill would be a perfect addition in EastEnders if she was from the UK, let's be honest. Guys, if you watch EastEnders, comment down below. Because, like, I'm thinking about potentially doing, like, EastEnders, like, year by year. Sort of like, oh, what happened in this year? And if you're American and you've never heard of EastEnders, watch some clips online. Because that show's crazy. Like, actually crazy.
I'm not gonna let them get to me. Even if they're intimidated by me or my little 8-year-old, I'm gonna make it work.
So, Jill just kind of took that like a champ, actually. Like, I actually am quite proud of her. Christy, it was a little bit bitchy. It was, I think it was iconically bitchy, but it was a little bit bitchy. So, do you know what? Sadly, I'm gonna have to move you back down, you know.
You guys want to
It's just like starting.
Where did you find Snoods?
Oh, that's the rat.
That's the rat.
Ew. I did not want us to be able to find these things.
Is that like something that you put under hair to like thingy over it? Like almost like a curler, but that permanently stays in place on the head? Is that what this is? I could be chatting out of my ass right now because I have no clue what these things are.
When you saw how ugly those were, why would you purchase them?
Okay.
You go, you tell her you looked, and they didn't have them.
Let's go.
Kelly gives 0 fucks. But Jill, obviously, is on a pleasing crusade. She already got, like, what, Chanel in the last episode, and now she's got rats. Fantastic.
And her position is very precarious. So I think once she becomes a member of the team, the tides are going to turn a little bit with Jill.
I do have a feeling that Jill is very much just waiting to be off of probation and be offered like a permanent role in the Abbey Lee dance troupe. Then it's all hell is going to break loose and it's going to start getting toxic with a capital T.
She didn't know I brought a hat.
Whatever.
So
You're just
how's she
wasting
gonna bring
more
her own
time.
hat?
You want me to run this
Well, you're
circle?
yelling at me for bringing them the stuff that they need. Do you want us to be
Right now.
hands-on moms? Because you just told Mia her mom didn't love her.
What is going on? Kelly! Kelly is also very much in the right in this situation. I'm not being funny. But she's in the right in this situation. She's bringing her child the props that she needs. Why does every little thing have to be a problem with you? Why does every single moment need to turn into an argument because you don't like her walking in your studio? All she did is bring in the prop so that she could run the solo. Big up Kelly for bringing up the fact that Abby is constantly saying that Nia's mum does not love her because she doesn't show up to rehearsals. Because I've had enough of that as well. That needs to stop.
You're drunk? What is going on? Don't come down here again.
You can't use the "are you drunk" excuse for every single little bit. Like, it's not the end of the world.
In front of a dance class.
That's where you cross.
That is not
differences.
correct. Whether I was drinking or not, it's none of her damn business. And to
Okay, just to clarify, Kelly is not drinking, but she is outraged that Abby thinks she's drinking and that it shouldn't matter whether she was drinking or not. I feel like my issue with this like whole thing is that it's given Abby a platform to be like Abby. She is not the kind of person that you want to give a platform to. It's like giving Katie Hopkins a show where she just bashes people in like the entire time. Oh wait, they did give her a show and then it was cancelled because it was so horrible.
I want my kids to stay there at the studio because they love it there, but I'm not doing my job as a mom by letting her treat them that way. I just can't take it anymore.
Kelly, I love you to pieces, but you've been saying you can't take it anymore for at least the majority of the show. At least the majority of the show. We're in season 2 now. You've still got another 26 episodes left this series that I know you're in, as well as a whole season 3 and a little bit of season 4. Okay? I know that you want to quit, but can we stop spinning the narrative like you're not going to stay? Do you know what I mean?
From you two, I'm getting this. That's not what I want. I want these shoulders down.
Gotta say, I think Kathy's the better dance teacher. The better dance teacher. Because she's actually going, yeah, I'm seeing this. I want this. And that, visually, I can see exactly what you want me to do. If you tell me to just lower my arm from a cheese mat, what what am I meant to do with that information? Damn, I never thought I'd actually be complimenting Kathy, but she's actually quite a good dance teacher, from what I can see at least.
Stop looking at me. Look at me with your ears.
Look at me with your ears? What is she on about? How can you look at someone with your ears? Are there eyes in your ears now? Does she have eyes in her ears?
Ew, are those our costumes? Not my favorite.
Wait till we put the snoot on.
Oh.
Christy just has the best expressions. Like, anytime something is remotely odd, she's just pulling like the... Ugh. It's just awful. But also hilarious.
Would expect nothing less from Kathy than her shenanigans that she pulls. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes backstage and tries to like steal costumes off of our kids' backs that we paid for.
Don't give the producers any ideas. Christy, what are you doing? We've already seen so much foreshadowing in this show where Kelly said something and then the producers have gone, that is a brilliant idea. And then they fucked her up the next week. So Christy, don't do it.
I wanted them to see with their own eyes what Nia and Kendall keep doing wrong.
And what exactly are they meant to do about that? Because I don't know about Jill, but Holly is not a dance teacher. So bringing the mums in to shame the children is not going to work. Because I'm sorry, but these mums probably don't know what they're doing wrong. More than you do. You're the dance teacher.
Watch Nia, watch this jump. It's a split jeté train stretch. Did you see that front foot? Completely flexed.
That was a really dodgy jump from Nia. That front foot was so far flexed that it was pointing towards the ceiling. So yeah, no, okay, fair enough. But still, shaming the kids to the parents, not okay.
She yells at the bus driver every time we get on the bus. Apparently that little navigation system in front isn't good enough. You need to put Abby Lee Miller on your dashboard so she can give you the directions.
Imagine having Abby Lee Miller direct you where to go. Turn left! No, that wasn't a good enough left. Do it again. You took that corner a little bit too sharply. Do it better next time. Avoid this road. You're gonna go up this road, otherwise you'll hit traffic all the time.
We are cordially invited to a soiree in the presidential suite downtown Columbus. Cocktail attired encouraged.
I mean, this is screaming producers, but who's looking after the kids whilst they're all at this cocktail soiree? Don't tell me Abby. I would not trust Abby with these children.
I just don't know what Kathy's trying to pull by inviting us to a party, but we're gonna go.
100%. Even though this is 100% a trap, if this was like a drama, this would be where the main characters get trapped and the evil villain starts doing their monologue. But this is a reality show. What's she gonna do?
Well, these ladies need to see the way my studio travels. It's first class all the way.
So Kathy's just brought them there to basically just show off. Big slay, honestly. Big slay.
I just feel you guys would be so happy if you were someplace where you had a good leader.
Kathy, it sounds like you're seducing us.
Oh, Christy, what has happened to your voice? Bestie, what's going on there? You're sounding a little bit hoarse. But honestly, trying to seduce them over? Like I said, I feel like Kathy's a much better dance teacher than Abby is.
Come here, don't even look at them. Do not look at them. Keep your eyes on me.
This rivalry is hysterically dumb because you've got both dance teachers just being petty AF.
Hey, how are you? Oh.
Not Abby forgetting she had a curler in her hair. Who let her walk out the door looking like that? In fact, I know exactly what the answer to that is. Every single one of those mum and children let her walk out of the hotel looking like that.
Wait a minute here. This is a snood.
I know.
But we have to, you can't wear different things on stage. You guys know that. Why am I finding out this now? You know,
well, maybe if you were the ones that supplied the things that they needed for competitions, then maybe they wouldn't have different things, Abby. Have you thought about that, maybe? Because maybe your dance school should be the ones providing them with everything that they need for the dance competitions.
4 different stores. Holly, Go to 14 different stores and then start complaining.
Well, I don't see you going to any of the stores. If you want them to have a specific thing, you go out and you buy them, and then you can be like, yo, just run me the money. Here's the snoods. Run me the money.
I'm the choreographer. Yoo-hoo! I'm over here. I designed the costume. The rats and the snoods make the number.
Then go get them yourself. How is that so difficult for you to understand? You're the choreographer and you're also the designer of the costumes. Maybe you should be the buyer of the costumes as well.
When I left last night, you all didn't go up to your rooms?
Nope. We went and changed.
Well, I think that's really going behind my back, and I don't appreciate it. Well, what did she have to say? Because that's solicitation.
What do you mean it's solicitation? This is like the whole theft by deception situation in the first series. Like, why are you just bringing out random, like, crimes? Is that okay?
I can't believe that Kathy went behind my back again and invited my dance moms to a cocktail party. Who does that?
Kathy does. And also, it's not just as simple as like a dance teacher inviting other dance mums to come. Like, Kathy knows these dance mums. I'm sorry, she does. You inviting a bunch of dance mums that you don't even know, yeah, fair enough. That would be wrong. But Kathy knows these guys, and she was just like finding out. Also, this was 100% planned by production. So I feel like Kathy's the wrong person to be getting angry at here, Kathy. Kelly, no. Abby. Why did I mix all of their names up there?
You know, I didn't appreciate Kathy going up to Kendall in the wings and wishing her good luck. Oh, you're the new girl? Good luck. She's a grown adult. Why would you do that to a little kid?
Kathy being backstage is a little bit creepy. She's like the evil queen from Snow White. Would you like some apples? Would you help an old lady out? Okay, the pizzazometer is coming back up. I would probably give that I really enjoyed it. I'd give it an 8 or a 9 if I'm being honest. I thought that was really fun and funky. I liked the fact that it was more about like cohesion and like being a group number. There were obviously some nice tricks in there, but like the majority of it was just like fun dancing. It didn't seem too like technical at times. There was nice moments where they were all in time doing different moves. That was great. I just thought it was brilliant, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna go as far as to say it's a 9. It's a 9, guys. It's a 9, because that's how I'm feeling right now. I really, really enjoyed that.
I like that myself.
Okay, on the pizzazometer, I think I really, really have an issue with Justice and Vivienne being in this number, because there's actually no point in them being there. So for that, I'm going to have to dock them a point, because I think there was no reason for them to be in this number. Absolutely none. I think it would have been better if it was just the 4 flamenco dancers, because they danced spectacularly. So I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8 purely because it would have been a 9, but Justice and Vivi, there was no reason for them to be on stage. Like, there actually wasn't. It was like having Mackenzie on there, but Mackenzie's not able to, like, keep up with the dance or do the same dance as the others. Whereas Mackenzie actually kind of can a little bit. She can't do all of it, but she can do the majority of it. I think it's a little bit unfair that we've got, like, 14, 15-year-old kids competing against 9-year-olds. I think, Kathy, that's not really fair, is it? Is it? It's not.
Well, that went down the tubes, didn't it?
What?
Well, when Kendall goes early and doesn't hold and doesn't listen to the music, Kendall, do you play an instrument? You need to. You need to learn to read music. You need to learn to hear it.
I agree with Abby in the sense of, like, learning to do music. Like, that. The reason why I'm a little bit better at dance than some other people who can't sing, obviously, is because I sing. And so singing, you get a really good appreciation for timing and speed and things like that. So when that translates to dancing, you're able to hear the beat, because like 95% of the time when I dance, I'm singing at the same time. So therefore, I'm able to control my moves to the speed of what I'm singing and also to the beat of the music because I'm having to sing at the same time. So the Abbey Lee Dance Company triumphed anyway. Abby didn't have to call anyone out. Now she's going to have to run back for her tail between the legs because she's going to have to apologise to these mums and be like, sorry, kids. Guess I was wrong. Maybe you could win on talent alone. Yeah, I know that's not happening.
It's an outrage that she won. Our dance was far superior. I would love to see the scores on that one. I'm sorry, and you know me. I don't ever rock the boat.
Not Kathy checking the receipt. She's like, I want to see how they won because that is not on. This is so unbelievably unprofessional. But I expect nothing less from Kathy if I'm being 100% honest. My question to you is, at what point does a dance routine turn into a gymnastics routine? Because there was not a lot of dancing in that. Pizzazometer? I wasn't entertained by it. So for entertainment, I'd give it like a 4. Like a 3 maybe. But like technically, it was very good. So I'm gonna give her a 6 for this. It just didn't wow me like some of her other numbers have done. I feel like it just wasn't visually very interesting. But then again, I've said this before, I'm kind of bored of the acro. I just am. There's only so many times I can see her do the same moves before I'm like, I want to see you dance, and like there was no dancing in that number. It was just bending and stretching and contortion, basically acrobatics, which is gymnastics at the end of the day.
If you had a chance to know more than people really show, peek behind the curtains.
Yeah, Pizzazometer. I would probably say that was like a good 7. It was better than Brooks. I'll be 100% honest. It was better than Brooks. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Like, Brooke did fantastically with her number, don't get me wrong. But I think this one definitely had it beat, personally. Just because it was actually dancing, do you know what I mean? Like, Kathy's got some good dancers, I gotta say. Except I just don't believe that this kid is the same age as Brooke. I feel like she's about 15. Potentially even 16. We don't know.
Hello. I was just wondering if we could talk to Kathy and Erica's mom.
Sure.
If you guys could come upstairs with me.
Not the competition officials getting involved. Scandal.
January
17.
Yeah.
97.
So 97, she's 13, 14
Yeah.
then. All right, she is in the wrong age division.
And so is Brooke.
Okay, I'll take that up in a minute with Abby.
We definitely need to take that up. Okay.
Ooh, Kathy. Box of worms you've just opened. Yeah, that's unfortunate, actually. This is not how I imagined this episode going down, if I'm being honest. Escandalo. Escandalo. I love it.
So she would have been 12.
Right.
The first year she turned 13 in January.
Right.
Do we have proof of that?
I can call and get it faxed.
That'll do.
Honestly, I feel like Abby would have been smart enough not to put her in the wrong category. Kathy, I feel like she's devious enough to put someone in the wrong category. Whereas Abby, I feel like there's no way she would let her child, like the children in her academy, compete in the wrong category. She's smarter than that. She's a lot smarter than that. And the fact that she immediately goes, yeah, I can have someone fax over that straight away. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, she actually is on it. Whereas Kathy was like, well, I can't get that to you. I'm so sorry.
Had her teacher entered her in the right age division, she probably would have won the whole thing. But instead, she was disqualified.
Hell all round. Kathy, you fucked that child over so badly. Cannot believe it, because that was such a good dance as well.
Brooke is 13 years old. She was born in January of 1998, which makes her 12 for this particular cutoff date.
Do you know what's kind of crazy? Is that I was born in 2002, which means that Brooke is 4 years older than me. The only person in this troupe currently, or the only people in this troupe currently that are younger than me, are Maddie and Mackenzie. That is a horrifying thought. Because I'm watching them when they're children. But like now, they're older than me. What on earth?
Garden of Eden from Abbey Lee Dance Company.
I know I said I didn't think it was a very good dance, but like Brooke did dance fantastically, and I feel like this whole palaver has made me want to bump it up even more.
My colors have been black and red
and my
since
colors have been
19,
yeah,
whatever,
well,
80.
Oh, better give me a birth certificate on that.
She is so bitter. She's so bitter. Oh my god. Kathy, never change, because you are iconic and I love it. That is brilliant.
Last question. Time out. Oh, you think way too highly of yourself, especially the way you dress.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
Granny,
You know what, Christy?
take it out the
Listen.
hallway.
All right, listen, nose.
Listen, nose. Kathy, you can't be talking to people like that. That's not okay. Say it with me. That is not okay.
My dress is not cheap. It's Ralph Lauren there, honey.
Oh, I highly doubt it. Oh.
Go back to junior high, Grandma.
Insults flying left, right, and centre. Cheap dress. No, it's Ralph Lauren. Go back to junior school, Grandma. Flippin' heck, this show never ceases to amaze me.
Be gone, witch! You have no powers here.
Yeah, Christy's going back up. Christy might be on the top. That is hilarious. I gotta say, it was absolutely hysterical. So guys, I have been recording for an hour and 42 minutes. This was a long recording session. Jesus Christ. But I have enjoyed every single second of it, and I hope you guys have as well. But we are gonna have to end there. This was a very, very entertaining episode, I gotta say. And I loved the candy apples. They're in it, they're here to stay, and I just love the fact that they are just as crazy as Kathy is, because what do you mean eligibility rows over people's ages? How can you screw that up so badly? God. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Keep on ranting, and join me in a couple of days for another episode of Dance Mums. We'll be looking at episode 3, and we will have a brand new pyramid to discuss. So, see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.